Hi guys, welcome back to another live stream on the Journey Girl Gaming channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day as usual. I would have a better one, except I got a cold, but you know what? I'm not gonna let it stop me from doing a live stream with you guys today. So how are y'all doing? So for today's gameplay live stream, we're actually gonna do this for the very first time. I actually have played a few rounds of it already, but I haven't played it since the gameplay video, so you guys are going to be playing, I think, week 2 with me, etc. So let's go ahead and get started. So far, I think I've been doing pretty good. There's that. Oops. So I think so far I've been doing pretty good on this, etc. So we're gonna go the end of the day. I just got the paying someone's my daughter's school stuff, so let's see. So we have these two. Hi Stevie. So we have these two. So what is going on here? Let's see. There's no briefcase. Okay, so we have a man named Bob Isaac Groove. Bob Isaac Groove, okay. He's 34 years old. He's a male. There's his fingerprint. He does have a previous criminal record. So let's see what is going on here. So he's being charged with auto theft, and it says the vehicle was stolen while parked in a parking lot opposite the neighborhood where Lehman Diaz lives. Following a denunciation on the morning of the night the vehicle was thought to have been stolen, the license plate was traced. Hey, Miru. Well, I'll decide that in just a few minutes, Stevie. Like, I don't know if they're guilty or not yet, because I haven't played this before yet. So, it was stolen while parked in a parking lot. So, license plate was traced. I might be a little bit slower thinking today because I'm sick, but I'm trying. So, let's see. The vehicle was turned over the same morning, and as a result of the searches, a package containing cigar scissors was found in the vehicle. Apart from this, no additional findings were found. No, not yet, Stevie, because I'm still, like, reading evidence and stuff like that. As a result of the identity check, the person inside the vehicle was determined to be Bob Isaac Groove, nicknamed Big, a known former car thief. Okay. Try death penalty. That sounds kind of like an extreme low blocks game. I'm not sure if I want to play that. Hey, Brandon. How you guys doing today? I'm not doing the greatest. My cold has gotten worse, but I'm doing better than I was last night and this morning. It's just was down sinuses and stuff like that, and constantly sneezing. But I'll be okay. Lehman Diaz, we went to our summer house in Counting Village with my car for 2 days, the family over the weekend. At the end of the second day, I think I forgot to lock my car because I was tired from the road. There was a possibility that the person who stole it also took advantage of this. Bob says, on the morning of the day the car was thought to have been stolen, a longtime friend of mine, Connell Gleam, called me and said he had urgent business. He asked me to take his package to a place called Party Time. I thought it was urgent, so I went quickly to his house. He gave me a car key and a piece of paper with the address of the place where I was to take the package. So I drove off with the car. As soon as I got pulled over, found out the car was stolen. He was found in his home, brought to the police station for questioning. I'm not playing any other games today. I might play some Fortnite later. I'm not sure. But you guys can tell I am sick. Like, I'm dealing with a cold right now. So, excuse me for that. But I'm trying. Connell Gleam. Let's see. I do not accept any of the accusations against me. I don't know anything. Okay. But, like, so I might play some Fortnite later. I'm not sure if I'm gonna live stream it, though. Okay, so let's see, let's see, digital evidence there is. See, there's no facial recognition, though. So, they don't know who was, in that area at the time. Applications, oh. No emails or anything. No speaking records. So let's just go and question them both. Excuse me. Where were you the night the car was stolen? Please called Pepe's with my girlfriend before it was too late at night. I dropped her off at her house and went to my home. I fell asleep shortly after. In the morning, I woke up to Connell's call. But when was your last conversation with Connell, Gleam? It had been almost 6 months since we last spoke to Connell, and I was very surprised that he called after all this time. Also, it's been a long time since I left these jobs. I'm now in a regular life and regular relationship. I'm not guilty. Well, I'll just have to determine that myself, though. They say, when did you meet with Bob Isaac Groove? I have known him for 20 years, and he's a dear friend. Mr. Groove says you gave him a stolen vehicle, delivered a package, asked him to take it wherever he wanted. Is this true? This has nothing to do with me. The last time I met him was 6 months ago. Bob has slandered me. I'm trying to think. I'm kind of thinking that they're both guilty. Honestly, based on the evidence and stuff. Like, there's no reason to have a stolen car. Like, so, and given that this guy's got a past criminal record, like, that makes it more likely that he's probably guilty, because, like, they're probably not gonna stop making crimes, whatever, like that. So, I'm kind of thinking they're both gonna be guilty. So, Bob Isaac Groove and Connell Gleam, I hereby sentence you, guilty, and hereby sentence you to... Oh, wait a minute. Before I forget, I need to look up the auto theft stuff. Dang. Okay. So, given that he's got a previous criminal record, I think that makes it aggravated, right? Or that's what makes it an aggravated sentence. Because if you have a previous criminal record, it's an aggravated sentence, I think. I mean, I'm trying to remember how the Law and Order stuff works, whatever like that. I used to watch Law and Order a lot when I was a kid and stuff with my grandparents. So, so I'm gonna go ahead and sentence them to 2 years. Wait. Would it apply to both of them? 2 years, 4 years. Definitely the $2,000 fine. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So, Bob Isaac Groove, I hereby guilty and sentence you to 4 years of jail time and $2,000. Dismiss. And for you, I hereby sentence you guilty. Oh, wait a minute. 4 years. Oh. I guess that's... I don't know. Like, I don't even know if I did this right. I know that they're both guilty, though. I know that. Because there's no reason to have a stolen car. No. There's not. Okay. So, there's not really much to do here, so let's go ahead and go to bed. End of the day. State of emergency declared. State of emergency declared. Due to the state of emergency, judges can now be appointed to all types of cases. Well, I guess that's not a bad thing. I might look at it later, but not right now. Death penalty. Okay. I see 2 parents and 2 sad-looking kids. So something's telling me this might be a custody case. And oh boy, I have... Oh man, those are always really hard to deal with, custody cases. Okay. Let's go ahead and read the folder. Let's see. situation of who will take the custody of 12-year-old Ezekiel Robin and his sister Clara. So, let's see. Ben Diaz Robin. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, so they recently divorced. You got that. So, let's see. Custody case was filed by Diaz Robin, mother of the children, for the custody of their children Ezekiel and Clara. Let's see. As a result of the divorce, the mother has a certain amount of alimony that she demands from the father. Excuse me. Okay. So, let's see. I guess there's no messages or anything. So, honestly, I guess all I need to do is, like, you know, question them. Okay. Let's see. Are you sad your parents are divorced? No, I'm not, because my parents didn't get along very well and they argued all the time. My sister and I were very uncomfortable and I couldn't stand the crying of my sister anymore. Well, don't blame you. Custody battles are definitely a bad experience, you know? One moment. Ugh, I got a really bad cold right now. Excuse me. Okay. So, do you want to live with your mom or your dad? What is important to me with my sister? I certainly don't want to leave her, but the best thing for her would be to live with my mother. Huh. Wonder why you think that. Who would you prefer? My mother's more important to me, I think, but if my mother will be better for me and my mother, of course, with my sister. Okay. Are you sad that your parents are divorced? Now we're asking Clara. Very much, even though they fight, I love them both very much, and I can't live without even one of them. Do you love your mom more than your dad? I love them both very much. I never wanted my parents to get divorced. That's why I feel so sad. Well, yeah. I can definitely feel you in that. If you had to choose, let's see. Who would you choose, your mom or your dad? I don't want to choose one or the other. My only wish right now is that my brother doesn't leave me. He always supports me. Please don't separate my brother and me. Well, given that they both want to go live with their mom, and the mother does want alimony, like, you have to take into consideration what the children want. Like, at a certain age, I think children are able to make a decision of who they want to be with. And stuff like that. Like, certain states are different, I think. But I'm gonna say in this case, if they both want to be with the mom, I think that's probably what we're gonna have to go with. So I'm gonna go ahead and give, let's see, give custody of both children to the mother. Because you gotta, you know, go through what they wish for in this case. So yeah. Thank you, Mira. I appreciate it. You know, actually, that same day I was playing with Mila. Hey, Alyssa. I was playing with Mila, and we actually won 2 more times. The same day. So that was just, like, really, really crazy. I won 7 victory royales that day on Thursday. So that was, like, absolutely amazing. So, let's see. Yeah, has anyone played Death Penalty in Roblox before? Like, have you guys ever played that? Because I never have. I never have played that before. I don't even think I've even heard of it. And so you guys mentioned it. So, yeah. Excuse me. One moment, let's see. I was gonna try to put something here. So let's see. Let's see. I want to share this on Instagram because I never did do that yet, so you guys can make sure that you're all sitting listening on here. Okay. One moment. Okay. Okay. Alright. So, let's go ahead and go to end the day. Alright. Week 2, case 3. So, we have this man. Gotta think about it. So let's see. Okay. So this guy, his name is James Redlow. Let's see. He's 51, male. He does have a previous criminal record. Excuse me. Okay. He's being charged with assassination. Ooh. Okay, in the morning, a person named Amanda Sylvia, who was jogging in the forested area near the highway, came across a lifeless body of a person named Francis Crims while jogging. It has been determined that the CCTV camera covering the area, excuse me, was not working at the time of the incident. Well, if it wasn't working, then how are we going to be able to prove that this guy is guilty? Because that's the key piece of evidence. Unless there's something else there that he left behind that might belong to him, like that might have his fingerprints on it, then this is going to be harder to prove that he's guilty. Let's go ahead and see. You get anyone takeaway? Ooh. What are you planning to get? Let's see. Fortnite tournament. Yeah. I wear this. It says cultivate kindness. I got this at Walmart a couple months ago. Evan picked it up for me. Let's see. According to the autopsy report, it was understood that he had died as a result of prolonged asphyxiation without any signs of impact on his body. Ooh, so it's like he choked to death, or he was being deprived of air. Asphyxiation, that's choking somebody or like dealing without air. According to allegations, last person the deceased person was in contact with was James Redlow, a member of the board of directors, and Karen Wells. Well, that's because that's the last person he was in contact with. Doesn't necessarily mean the guy is guilty. Okay, that night we left the company together. We went to the bar called Loose Drop with his vehicle. After sticking there for an hour, he dropped me off at my home. I don't know what he did after or where he went. He and I were good friends. Sitting at the bar, I saw him troubled, but no matter how much I insisted, he did not say anything. He just said that there was something wrong in his life these days. No matter what he did, he couldn't change things. That's all I can say. I'm so sorry for the loss of a close friend. Something's telling me that this guy is probably gonna be innocent. Like, he's talking about him in a way that's very caring. And plus, the CCTV cameras were not working at the time that this happened. So how can you necessarily prove this guy is guilty without the evidence and stuff? Now, I'm gonna be playing this for my live stream today, Lily. I love Indian food, Mira. I do. See, that morning, like every day, I headed to the area in the forest that I always prefer to run whilst taking a break to drink water. I saw the body lying flat behind the bushes, immediately informed the police. All I remember is that the person lying on the ground was wearing a suit and had a red rose on him. Red rose. A red rose. Now, previous cases in this game, there was another case that I played that had a red rose on it. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and see if there's like any other evidence. Like digital evidence. No, there's not. Honestly, just like, I just think this guy is innocent, but let's go ahead and question him. How long is your friendship with Francis? We've been working in the same company for about 4 years, but we have a close friendship for the last 2 years. Okay. Was there anyone in the company who did not like him or threatened him recently? Not as far as I know, there's no such person. In fact, he was the CEO of our company and he was well liked by every member of our board team. Do you often go to the bar in question with him? Yes, we used to go at least twice a week and vent to each other. Well, friends and confidants play with each other. Or no, vent to each other, not play. I'm tired. I think based on lack of evidence, honestly, and given that this guy seems like he's really close with the guy, I don't really see any reason why he should be guilty, so I think he's innocent. So, James Redlow, on the count of assassination, I find you not guilty. Case dismissed. Excuse me. Okay. As a result of your decisions, we decide to raise your salary. Alright! Alright. So we got a salary raise out of that. Okay. Alright, so both of those are good. And we're getting paid. Woo! We're getting paid. Woohoo! So I'm gonna go and withdraw money. Like, why not take off at one thing? Okay. So we got $200 of that. Okay. So, I think, honestly, nothing really to do here, so we're gonna end the day. We got week 3 now. Okay. Let's see. So, we got these two. And, let's see, what are they being charged with? Threat, malicious wounding. Ooh. Okay, so, this guy's name is Eldon Duncan. 30 years old, male, he has a previous criminal record. Incident occurred in the evening at the home of Eldon Duncan. The person named Arthur Darrell, who's caused the injury, fled immediately after the incident. An arrest warrant has been issued for Arthur Darrell as a result of the report named Eldon Duncan. In a search initiated by the police as a result of the tip-off, it was determined that Arthur Darrell was hiding in his sister's house and was captured in his sister's house by the police in the evening and brought to the police station for questioning. Okay. See, Eldon Duncan, a month ago I borrowed some money from Arthur Darrell. He kept calling me and telling me that my debt was doubled and increasing day by day. I told him many times that I had not yet received payment from my workplace and that I would pay my debt when I received it. Despite this, he never stopped calling and harassing me, and after a while he started following me home. Ooh. So, kind of spying on the guy, or kind of being of an annoyance. So, yeah. Let's see. Although I reported this situation, excuse me, to the police many times, I did not receive a positive response. As I finally left my workplace and arrived at my house, I saw Arthur behind me. I noticed that he was holding a knife in his hand. He pointed it to me and asked me to be quiet and go to my apartment with him. I couldn't react because I was afraid. Then we went to my apartment. After entering the house, he started rummaging through my house and looking for money. So he was essentially robbing the guy at knife point. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Like, that reminds me of, like, earlier this past year, there was a neighborhood close by our house. Like, someone actually got, like, robbed at gunpoint. Is that this, you know, not everywhere around here is safe from crime. So, as, you know, and so forth. But they caught those guys pretty soon afterwards, thank God. But, like, yeah, that reminded me of that. When he couldn't find money, he stabbed me in the leg, then quickly fled to the apartment. Then I took my cell phone and asked for help from the police. Eldon called me and told me that he needed some money. While I was in a difficult situation myself, I gave him the money asked for and explained the situation to him. He said he would pay me the money as soon as possible. Since he did not respond after a month, I couldn't stand it and called him and told him that he had to pay his debt. He told me that he would pay the debt if I came to his house on the date and time he said. When I went to his house, he told me that the money was in his apartment and that we should go up to the apartment. When we got home, he asked me to sit down and said he would come back soon. Then he stood in front of me with a knife and started making threats to me. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Okay. I told him that he had to pay his debt no matter what. Then he swung the knife towards me. At that moment, and I made a move to defend myself, and a knife was stuck in his leg. Afterwards, I took the knife and ran to my sister's house because I was afraid. Now I'm gonna be playing this game for this live stream. So I might play something else later, but I'm not gonna change games right now. So let's see, because a lot of you guys actually want to see this game. I'm not sure why you guys want me to switch for. let's see. So, honestly, let's see, is there any evidence? There's not. Honestly, I think based on this case, like, I'm thinking one of them is guilty. And I think one of them's innocent. I'm thinking that Daryl is guilty. Based on this situation. So, and I think Duncan's innocent. He's thinking about all this stuff. So, I'm gonna go ahead and issue my verdict. So, Arthur Daryl, on the charges facing you, I hereby find you guilty and sentence you to 10 years of prison. And Mr. Duncan, I hereby find you not guilty and release. Case dismissed. So far, so good. I keep being scared about that every freaking time. So let's see. Let's go ahead and end the day. Bill passed. Criminals who are not mentally well will be sent for treatment instead of punishment. Well, I think that would be beneficial to them, honestly, if you think about it. Okay. Let's see. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I wouldn't say that I'm God level per se, but I really do appreciate that. You know what? I think Saturdays I might dedicate to doing 2 separate live streams, like one in the afternoon, later one in the evening, because I don't really have much to do today. And plus, you know, I'm sick too on top of that. I'm just trying to stay home and not infect anybody outside. So, I might do a Fortnite live stream later on if you guys want to do that and stuff again. I've been playing the hell out of Fortnite. I'm like at almost level 227 already. Well, anyway, so let's see. Hayward's roast. Hey, Mr. Roast. You didn't get roasted, did you? Oh my gosh. I had to do it. I'm sorry. So, this guy has no criminal record and his mental health is okay. Let's see. So, charges, willful damage to public property. Incident was discovered by citizens using the benches belonging to Trenther Municipality. An investigation was launched following complaints. The CCTV footage was examined in detail and the person involved was identified as Howard's Roast. Well, CCTV caught him, so they might be able to prove him guilty. Excuse me. I'll tell you guys, I cannot wait to get over this cold. Okay. As a solution, a new bench was placed in front of the Trenther Town Hall and they started to wait, and he sat down on the bench at noon and took a sharp object out of his pocket, detained by police officers at the same time. First of all, I didn't know it was a crime to do this. The reason I did it was that I unintentionally picked up a bad habit and turned into an addiction. Peyton! Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Thank you, Peyton. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, I gotta give that a like. But thank you, I really appreciate that. It means a lot. First of all, I didn't know it was a crime to do this. The reason I did it is that I unintentionally picked up a bad habit and it turned into an addiction. I can't control it anymore, but as I said, I didn't know it was a crime to do that. You didn't know it was a crime. Tend to do much better than other games. Everyone's so engrossed. Yeah, well, Jimin, I'm not good at it, but thank you. I'm still an average player. Like, I'm far from being a pro. I'm far from being a pro on that. So, there's no footage on this, honestly, and he just says he's getting bad habits. That doesn't matter, like, you did something bad, dude, like, seriously, you did something bad. So, yeah, so I think he's guilty. I think he's guilty, honestly, so, he's being charged with what now? Damage to public property, okay, let's see, 12 months. Okay, so I'm going to sentence him to 12 months of public service. I think he is guilty. Oh, wait a minute. You know what I forgot to do? Back up, back up, back up. I didn't question him first. Thank you, Peyton. Give me a big hug, too. I like giving hugs. If you guys ever want a hug, like, need a hug ever, like, I'm always here for that. I don't mind hugging anybody. I don't mind hugging anybody. I love hugging people. But thank you. Let's assume you didn't know what you did was a crime. Did you also not know that it was citizens who use these benches and seats? Of course I do, Your Honor, but I wasn't thinking about that part of it when I did it. Do you regret doing this? I absolutely regret it. I promise to do my best for public peace from now on. Well, he still did a crime, even though he regrets doing it. So, I'm still gonna, do him guilty. So, Hayward's roast, I hereby find you guilty on your charges, and I'm going to sentence you to 12 months of public service. Case dismissed? Yeah, I haven't heard, of the monkeypox epidemic. The new thing that I have heard about is, polio popping back up again in some of those countries. And they're trying to hurry up and vaccinate, a lot of kids and stuff with the polio vaccine again. It's like one of the first cases that they've had in like 25 years in that area. So they're a little bit concerned about that. But I haven't heard about the monkeypox thing coming back yet. But I have heard about polio today. You said anyway what happens if the very, very... What do you mean, Stevie? So, see, mental health is good. Let's go ahead and end the day. Okay. So, we have 2 producing companies. Okay. Okay, so we have 2 producing companies. So let's see. Let's go ahead and read the evidence here. Tranks, a music production company, claims that The Wall, a music production company, is using the structure of a track that belongs to them and violating their copyrights. Defendant, The Wall Music Production Company. 1 digital evidence. Okay. 1 moment. I got something in my nose again. Goodness. Okay. I need Kleenex. Alright. Tranks Music Company's released a new track in recent weeks. 3 days after it was released, music company The Wall released a track of its own. In response, the music company Tranks argued that its copyrights had been infringed and that it should be paid $10 million in damages, citing the track's infrastructure as evidence. Even if they were dirty, I would give them a hug, Stevie. Even if they were dirty. It doesn't matter, like, I love everybody, because we're all human at the end of the day. Yeah, the crime rate in Memphis is very high. I wouldn't admit that, especially if you get closer to the inner city. But in our area, it's not all that bad. Like we live in the outskirts, like one of the suburbs east of Memphis. Excuse me. Okay. We spent a lot of time working on the track. We were very happy we finally finished it, but a few days later we realized that the track released by Wall used the exact same infrastructure. Our problem here is not that they did this, but that they did it without permission. We decided to file a lawsuit for compensation, which we hope to get. We request the appropriate action be taken. Track was created on efforts of our sound engineers. This kind of accusation is unacceptable. We don't think there's a copyright infringement just because the infrastructure is similar. We're sure that the tracks we released before them will also have tracks that are similar to our infrastructure. We do not want to be victimized by the situation. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. So, the next thing that I'm going to look at is, let's see, there's digital evidence, sound records. So, let's see. Okay. Wait a minute. That's a little bit faster. They don't sound all that similar. actually. Like, one sounds a little bit faster than the other one for some reason. So, I'm not sure. I'm not freaking sure, honestly. But let's go ahead and... I guess we can't question them, so I'm gonna have to make a decision. Gosh. Let's see, what are we being charged with again? Copyright. Excuse me. Let's see. I'm thinking that they're guilty. I'm thinking that they're guilty. Like, wall music. I mean, it doesn't sound that similar, but still, like, I think they might be infringing on copyrights. So, I'm going to... say that they're, owed that. So, yeah. That's my take. I haven't had, hot soup or tea yet. I did have some hot coffee earlier, so it kind of helped open my sinuses a little bit, but I need to get some soup. Because that's the main problem I'm having now. It's going down my nose and my throat and stuff like that, but I'm in, like, the later stages of my cold now. Let's see. Okay, sour's been raised again, so that's good. Thank you, Leia, I appreciate it. Okay, so we're doing good there. We're getting paid again. Okay. So we're gonna take the money. Oh. So your son says his clothes are getting old. He wants $300 for new clothes. Do you accept? Of course. Like, if my son needs new clothes, he's gonna get new clothes. I'm not gonna be playing Death Penalty right now, but I might do it for a gameplay video, but this live stream is gonna be for this game. Okay. So let's go ahead and end the day. Week 4, case 1. Okay. So let's see. We're gonna look here and see what's going on with this. Okay. Joel Mueller sues Cy Sony for damages for the suicide of his daughter. Oh. Major depression. I've known too many people who have sadly... Yeah. No. But, anyway. Let's see. Alleged that his 15-year-old daughter, Ellie, had played the game Last of Me 2, owned by Cy Sony, that sometime after playing it, she suffered, let's see, from depression and subsequently committed suicide. Hey there, how you doing? Gameplay is on that game. Oh, thank you. But I might do it for a gameplay video, because I need a gameplay video for, tomorrow. I don't have one yet. I wish I wasn't so sick, though. Blame Cy Sony for his daughter's suicide, damages the amount of $10 million for the pain and suffering he has suffered. Request that the game be removed from sale. Reese Burke, one of the company's lawyers, is representing Cy Sony on the case. After playing this game, my daughter shut herself in her room, never spoke to us, hardly ate or slept. She was exhibiting behaviors would never normally do. We took her to the hospital. She was diagnosed with major depression. 2 weeks later, mother came home from work, found her unconscious in her bed. Oh. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm slowly getting better. Like, I was worse this morning and last night. Like, I couldn't breathe through my nose last night. It was so bad, I was, like, stuffed up, but I'm breathing through my nose okay now. It's just mainly, dealing with my throat and sneezing and stuff like that. I'm having to blow my nose, but, it's part of a cold. It's getting better slowly. It'll probably be, like, a few more days. Our company never accepts such smear campaigns before the release of our game. We stated the legal age limit is 18. Here we see that his daughter does not meet this age limit. In this case, the fault lies entirely with the family. Well, you do have to. This is a hard one. This is a hard one. Like, at the same time, a game like that shouldn't be available. Like, what if someone 18 was playing that game? It doesn't matter about the age requirement. Anybody who has, like, tendencies for those kinds of things and playing those games, um, you know, yeah, it shouldn't be available, period. It doesn't matter how old someone is. I mean, she was too young for that, but if a game can affect, and a game could affect anybody like that of any age, it doesn't matter, you know? So, like, I don't know, like, really, yeah. Let's see. I have had it, depression, off and on. My grandpa was actually bipolar. So there's like, family history of it a little bit, but I haven't had like major depression or anything. It's just like mild, whatever, like that, off and on, whatever. But it's not anything that I can't handle. I'm mostly happy in my life, because I got a lot to look forward to every day. Being a mom and stuff like that. Let's see. Your daughter has not made the legal age limit for the game. Do you think you're at fault for this matter? My daughter borrowed the first game of the series from her friends and played it. When the second game, she practically begged me to buy it. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're not old enough for it, you don't need to buy it. As a father, I couldn't break my daughter's heart that the game was being removed so others don't have to go through what I went through. Well, I do agree with that, but still, you shouldn't have bought it because she wasn't old enough for it. It doesn't matter how much she begs for it. Like, I wouldn't do that. No. So, Mr. Burke, what is your defense on this matter? Your Honor, our game has sold a lot of copies around the world. We've never had an incident like this before. The reason why this happened is because the family acted unconsciously. Moreover, there's no evidence that our game that caused the daughter's illness. We think they're using it as a cover-up their family problems. So, I'm gonna have to think about this for a moment. Like, there's two sides to every coin, right? On one hand, why did his father buy his daughter this game when he knew that she wasn't old enough for it? Okay. But on the other hand, why, or it was a game company selling a game. They say there's never tendencies for this before. They never heard people having like tendencies to do this after playing a game, but like, why are you guys selling a game like that? Anybody of any age can be affected by this. It doesn't matter how old someone is, even though she might have not been old enough to play the game. So, I'm trying to think of like what I want to do about this. This is really hard to decide. Honestly, I'm more leaning towards the father's fault, because if you think about it, though, honestly, the game company says nothing like this has ever happened before. Okay. That they know of. But on the other hand, you got a father who bought his daughter a game that he knows she's not old enough for. So, I'm more leaning towards rejecting his claim. If you want my honest opinion about it. I don't know. He should have known better than to buy a game for her that he knew that she wasn't old enough for. Like, you gotta take some responsibility about that, and especially since the company is saying that they've never had that happen before. I don't know. Like, I'd say this is hard to decide. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should reject the claim? I mean, that's what I'm leaning towards. And letting them continue game sales. Like, I don't know. This was a hard decision. I just I don't even know. But, and as far as, my grandpa being bipolar, no, the grandpa that I have in my videos, that's actually my step-grandpa, but I've always known him as one of my papa, you know? My real papa, he passed away over 20 years ago. That's the one who was a bipolar, sadly, and stuff. He had a rough childhood. He went through a lot in his life. He's on a lot of medication. So he had it rough. Like, I really, really feel for him, honestly. Makes me wonder if the daughter suffered before the game and it just became the tipping point. Yeah, you gotta consider that. So it's like, if she suffered before this, then that means that this game wasn't the only thing itself that caused this. So, honestly, in my opinion, I think we need to probably reject this claim. Because this game by itself can't be the only thing that caused his daughter to do this. There's probably some sort of other issues as well, you know? It takes a whole lot to, you know, yeah. So, I'm gonna go ahead. This is a hard decision. This is getting a hard decision. I am emotional. I am. Because, I have a history of depression in my family and stuff like that. I know individuals who have, gone through this and stuff. I'm gonna probably choose the third one. So, because I think that the game itself is not the only thing that made her do that. So, and the fact that there was no other, like, people having gone through that before, I mean, I don't know. Like, this was a hard decision, honestly. I couldn't really think about what I wanted to do at first with that, because I could see both sides, honestly, within this case. I could. Like, I do feel bad that his daughter did that, though, but, like, I think it wasn't the game company's fault. You know? Okay. That was a hard decision. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Fortnite tonight, probably, for a little while. Probably, like, after I eat dinner. Play it for just, like, an hour and a half or two. Because, like I said, I'm down for YouTube work for today, for the week, rather. I got all set up and stuff like that, so I'll have some time to play tonight. Chuck's gonna be working and see on top of that. There's gonna be a big announcement. I'm probably gonna be making that tomorrow on my social media and stuff like that, so stay tuned, guys. But it's gonna be something pretty big. I need to finish that up today sometime and get it posted and stuff tomorrow, because it's a pretty big announcement. I can't say what it is just yet, but you guys will find out tomorrow, probably. Okay, so let's see. Jeremy Alder, he has a previous criminal record, but he has a good mental health test. Drug trafficking, taking part in organized criminal activities. Ooh. Pickup truck in which he and Mike Byrne were traveling was stopped during the police stop. As a result of the searches, a large number of drugs and weapons were seized from the vehicle used by Alder and Byrne. As a result of the identity check and investigation, well, I'll give one hit. I'm gonna be setting up something. I'm just gonna be setting up something. I can't tell you what it is just yet. I think this is gonna be something that's gonna make the community a lot closer. Like, or allow you guys to get closer to me as a person, like a community and so forth. But I'm not gonna say where it is. Like, you guys gotta take guesses at this. I don't want to give too many hints. It's supposed to be a surprise. So, as a result of the identity check investigation, it was understood that Alder and Byrne were members of the Cecilia, whatever it is, cartel. I don't deny we were transporting drugs. It was our duty to get them across the border, but in the course of that duty, the mafia, collaboration with our cartel, apparently sold us out. If we're going to jail, we'll be revealed identities one by one. I'll just say, it's not Discord. Be patient. Be patient. Just wait for it. It's a surprise. Thank you. But it's not Discord. I don't even have a Discord. Like, I never even really wanted to set one up. I don't have a Discord. It was at least 5 times bigger than our previous deliveries. The risk was as great as the return, but the mafia executives who had made a deal with our cartel told us that they would eliminate the risk, that they were cooperating with the police, and that the shipment would be successful. All I wanted was necessary share of these shipments, but now I realize that they were working behind our backs. Well, thank you. I appreciate that you see that, yeah. This announcement has been in the works for, like, the last, at least 3 weeks. I've been trying to get it set up and stuff like that, and finalized and finished, and it's been in the works for almost a month. So we've been having some help on it in the process from somebody. Excuse me, and how we'll set it up. So, but you guys are gonna stay tuned. Just quit guessing. Okay. So let's see. Let's see if is there any evidence, like digital evidence? No. Okay. Is there? No. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. How the hell do you do this? I don't even know how the hell you do this. Like, how do you? Might not seem simple enough, right? Oh! Okay, I gotta follow the thing on here. So the top one goes to, this one. Second one goes, 3. One more, we're figuring this out. Third one goes to the bottom. Number 2. Fourth one goes. There you go. You gotta look at that pattern over there and see how, like, almost the wires. Man, that was kind of, like, challenging. Excuse me. Okay. Now let's see. What was used after the operation? Lysergic acid dethalum. What the hell is... What is that? 9 liters of gamma hydroxybutyrate. Okay. 2 submachine guns. Holy crap. You guys are like... Got a bunch of stuff you shouldn't be having here. Like, what is going on? If you cooperate and reveal the cartel members, I'll do my best to get you the minimum sentence. Will you cooperate? No, I don't think so. You say the Mafia double-crossed you, but do you approve of their involvement? No, I don't have any evidence to offer at the moment, but soon our cartel will sort it out. If you expose the names of the Mafia members who you think double-crossed you in court right after you, you can be sure that I will punish them too. Are we going to help each other with this? We don't trust your judgment or your help. We don't need anyone. Our cartel will sort this out. Well, they're just being stubborn fools, aren't they? Like, gosh, you guys could have a minimum sentence. It's obvious you guys are guilty, but you want to have the full punishment? I'm trying to let you off light here. Like, I just need some info. Who's the members of the cartel here? So, you don't want to reveal your buddies, so I'm just gonna have to give them the maximum sentence. So, let's see. Oh, you know what? I don't care if they're gonna offer me money, because they're both guilty. You know, like, they're both really guilty on this. So, drug trafficking. Let's see. What is, I'm gonna have to look up drug trafficking, cybercrime. Trafficking and smuggling, drug trafficking, let's see. Trying to think. I think I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna charge them here. I think it's 48 years and $750,000. Let me figure this out. Yeah. But it's obvious that they're both guilty. So, guys, I think both of y'all are guilty. 48 years and $750,000. Just imagine you guys could have had this all easy if you just offered me names. But look what you're doing. Look what you're doing. Like, dang, dude. They could have had it off easy. They could have had it off easy. But I didn't want to. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. I recently saw the streets filled with people doing... Yeah. There is a lot of that out there, sadly. Okay. So, we have a lady here. We're just moving right along here, aren't we? Okay. So, her name was Sophia Bonza. No criminal record. Good health test. Recently, she's being charged with fraud. Ooh, she must have scammed somebody. Dennis Ayak Nitik, whatever, wanted to have... Oh boy, I'm not gonna say that. I'll just say wanted to do something with Sophia, who he thought he was a prostitute. Yeah. In exchange for money. Okay. I'm already getting TMI here. In a telephone conversation, Sophie requested a certain amount of money and asked him to deposit into her bank. Let's see. He did not receive any return after depositing the money. Afterwards, he reported the situation to police and filed a complaint against Sophia. After she was arrested and detained at her resident address. I broke with my girlfriend about 2.5 years ago, and during that time I had no with anyone. This affected me mentally. I'll just say mentally. I thought that for my health I could have a relationship with a... What? Dude. That's not gonna solve your relationship problems. You just need to take a break for yourself a little bit, then try to find somebody. You're just trying to be friends with somebody. Why do you want to immediately go to someone like her? I never have got on jury duty, although I had some family selected for it, but I've never been on jury duty. But I've never been on jury duty. Or never been selected for it. Let's see. Called the number provided, was then sent a bank account, deposited the $200 mentioned in the phone into it, and she sent me the receipt. Realized that they had blocked my phone number, tried to reach them for quite a while, but couldn't. The amount I paid is not very important, but I can't bear that these people are fooling others. That's why I decided to commence an action. First of all, I'm not a prostitute, never been. My phone rang recently. Stranger asked me how much my fee was. At first, I didn't understand, but then thinking I was being made fun of, told him that my hour cost $200. Wow, $200 an hour. That's just still not worth it, no. He asked how he could make the payment. I sent him my bank account, and then I realized that I had $200 in my account. When I realized it was serious, I blocked the number. Why did you even go through to begin with? Are you just some logic? Like, you claim you're not that kind of person, but like, why did you do that? Unexplicably, I realized that my phone number was circulated on the internet on a site. I recently changed my number. Oh boy. This is a mess. This is a serious mess. Okay, how do I do this? Wait a minute. Okay, this is to... What the hell? This is too complicated. I can't do that. I'm just gonna have to go without that. Let's see. Is there any, like, evidence and stuff? Let's just go and question her. Why didn't you tell the person who called your phone you were not a prostitute? Like I said at the beginning, I thought he was making fun of me. Okay, that doesn't matter. After you realized it was serious, why didn't you send the money back? I tried to send it, but I receipt, and it didn't work. I thought he would send it somehow later, forget about it. Honestly, like, I don't understand your logical reasoning for wanting to go through this to begin with. It doesn't matter if you're just saying you're not that kind of person, okay? Like, still doing that in itself. I don't believe you. I don't believe her. I don't believe her at all. Okay? Gosh. I think she's guilty. I think she is freaking guilty. Because if she were an honest person, she would have not done that at all. You know, sitting there claiming she's not one of those people. Just don't go through with that. Like, dang. So, we're gonna do crime, so that would be... Would that be fraud? Say, where's fraud? Trying to look for fraud here. I thought it was some sort of money crime. Not homicide, theft, fraud. Okay. So, I think she's guilty. So, Sophia, I hereby sentence you to 4 years in prison for the charges of fraud. Case dismissed. Yeah, there was no reason, like, for her to have sat there and claimed that she wasn't one of those people. Yeah, it's just, I'm not buying it. I'm not freaking buying that at all. So, that's just my opinion, of course, though. Okay, so we got more money. Let's go and withdraw it. Alright. Hi, Strawby. Oh. Okay. So, we're going to end the day. Week 5, case 1. Okay. So, we have this man here. I'm gonna be online for another 30 minutes or so, and I'm gonna go eat dinner a little while, and I'll probably start my Fortnite stuff maybe at like, I want to say 5 to 5:30 or something like that, and play for a little while. So, excuse me. Okay, so you have Ahmed LMN. Okay, I use a Lenovo PC. A Lenovo PC. I think it's like called an Idea Center or something like that. It was from Costco, and I'm using two. It looks like some sort of two MSI monitors from Costco as well. So I got like a two monitor set up here. Like I got one with OBS and another one here with the game. So, okay. So this guy has no criminal records, good mental health test, human trafficking. Oh. Oh boy. Late at night, while the police were inspecting the border of the city of Kioris, whatever that is, a person named, excuse me, Ahmad Elman did not comply with the stop warning and tried to bypass. They pursued him about a vehicle, fled from a police stop. As a result of a long chase, the person who entered the gas station, got out of the vehicle, tried to escape on foot, was caught and detained by police after a while. Large number of foreign nationals were detected in the vehicle. I'm aware that this is a dangerous forbidden for me to do this work, but I was unemployed and penniless for a very long time, so I had to do it. The work and the process was very difficult for me, and I was so nervous that when I saw the police officers, I panicked, excuse me, and tried to run away. It was all to show my family that I could earn some money. I'm aware of my guilt. I accept it and very sorry. Well, at least he's admitting that he's guilty, right? So it's like, it is true that he's guilty. So it's in the slightest. He is guilty, I think, already. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see if there's any evidence. There is digital evidence, okay. Let's look at camera records. Okay, facial recognition, so he is being caught on that. Okay. Is there any speaking records? No. Okay. So, let's go ahead and question him. Did your family know about your actions and job due to financial constraints and embarrassment? No, I haven't been doing this for a very long time. Needed the money urgently and wanted to do this because it's a fast money business. Why didn't you want to or couldn't get a regular job? I tried, but the conditions of the jobs I worked were very difficult, and employers usually did not hire me because I was inexperienced, so I felt I had to prove myself to my family. And who offered you this job? After hearing it from a friend about the opportunity for quick earnings, I independently researched and began transporting migrants by car. Well, I think it's pretty clear that he's guilty. Excuse me. Okay. So, I'm not gonna have a hard time with this case because he's admitting he's guilty. There's evidence showing that he's guilty of human trafficking. So, let's see. See, 8 years in jail. I think that's what he's gonna have to be sentenced to. So, yeah. So, Mr. Ahmed El-Amin, I hereby sentence you to 8 years in prison on the charges of human trafficking. Case dismissed. Ugh, man, this cold is something else. Oh, but. Ugh. Okay. So, let's see what happens here. What the hell? Oh my god. Oh my god. Someone was trying to break into our house. Someone was trying to freaking break into our house. That was creepy as hell. Yeah, like, I hope none of you guys have ever had that kind of experience. Luckily, we haven't. Like, we got a Ring camera and never have had, like, someone come to our door like that. No, but, like, damn, that's creepy as hell. Excuse my language. Okay. So, let's see. Okay. So, let's see what this case is. Lawsuit filed by Brooklyn Troyes against the multinational company developed sells Leppel Consumer Electronics. Burnt battery. Ooh. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, Mila. How you doing? How you doing, Mila? I got a little bit of a cold, but I'm trying to hang in there. It's been a pain in the butt, though. You got all the colds going around and stuff right now, people getting sick. It seems like almost everyone that I know that I've talked to in person has been sick lately, so. Luckily, Chuck and Evan haven't gotten sick yet, I don't think. Although, Chuck's been sneezing, so. I don't know. Firstly, a person named Brooklyn Troyes purchased a mobile phone from the dealer of the Leppel company. He claimed that during the period of use, his phone was not charged with an adapter other than its own charger. While using the phone while it was charging, the battery inside it exploded and caused physical damage around the right hand and face of Brooklyn Troyes. Ouch. Let's just say ouch. So he reported the situation to Leppel. They did not receive a response he expected, filed a lawsuit for compensation of $500,000. Wow. Thank you, Mila. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're doing good, by the way. Have fun at your cousin's birthday party, okay? So, let's see. Brooklyn Troyes. Exactly 2 months, 13 days ago, I went to the Leppel dealer near my house to buy a phone. I bought a model I liked and started using the phone. During the time while using the phone, I never charged it with anything other than a charger. It came in the box. While I was charging it, its battery suddenly exploded. This shouldn't have damaged my hand. Ooh. Called the Leppel authorized service and explained the situation. Expected at least an apology. They told me that this was a user error and hung up the phone on me. You know, if I had that happen to me, that phone company would be full freaking responsible for any damages to myself. Because that's their products. Like, what the hell? So they're just that they're heading up on him? Afterwards, they're not wanting to take responsibility for this? Like, what the hell? You know? Okay. Micah, but we definitely do not hold ourselves responsible for the incident. Our products have been subjected to dozens of tests, and our engineers have reported that it's not possible to give such a reaction when charged with the current adapter or more powerful adapter. We believe this incident occurred as a result of a transaction that a consumer did not report and was an action designed to tarnish our brand. I don't know. Okay, like, there's something going on here with your products. It doesn't matter. Okay? Uh, let's see. I'm Tiffany. Can I ask for your name so I can help you better? Brooklyn Choice. Phone I bought from your dealer about 2.5 months ago exploded in my hand. Can you explain how this happens? I'm sorry, did you say the battery exploded? Yes, even though I only used the adapter charging cable that came in the box. That's not possible. I think it's your fault. It cannot be from us. Is there anything else I can help you with? You're supposed to be there to help your customers. Customer satisfaction, 100% guaranteed. It ain't turned out to be like that, is it? Seriously, what the hell? Are you freaking serious? Hey, Brady! Thank you, how do you say your name? Is it Seiji? How do you say that? I don't want to mispronounce that. I'm not good at pronouncing things sometimes, so I apologize. Let's see. What do you think? I cannot agree with them on this. I explained to them in detail how the incident happened and what I went through. They didn't even take my explanation into consideration. You did not take him into consideration. You think this is the case. No, we are a reputable company with high customer satisfaction. We just didn't think his statements were true because we put our products through dozens of tests. We stated such an incident could only be due to customer error. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, my cold is a little bit worse today. Oh, Sage! Sage, okay. Thank you, Sage. I appreciate that. oh, Sag. Sag, okay. You know, Evan was into the Squid Games thing. Evan was into the Squid Games. But yeah, Brady, my cold is worse. It's starting to run its course, though. So... If I was in a situation, I would be suing the company, too. Because here's the thing. He was using their products. Nothing generic, nothing off-brand. To charge his phone. Yet somehow, it exploded. Using their products. Don't you think the company should take full responsibility for that? Yes. So, honestly, I don't even have to hesitate here. I think the company is gonna have to be responsible for damages. You can put your product through dozens of tests, whatever like that. Oh, Sage. Okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I've been trying to make sure I drink lots of fluids. Like, I think I've already had almost about 60-something ounces of fluids nowadays, yeah. Sage, yeah, like sage, the herb. Yeah, sage. Okay. I'll try to remember that. Excuse me. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm doing so much on camera. Okay. So, I think the company's gonna be responsible. Yeah, the game, simply put, you are the role of a judge, in some sort of place called Banana Republic, and you're supposed to listen to evidence, or listen to, people, look at the evidence, determine decisions. It's kind of like you're taking the role of a judge. It's like Judgesim, Judge Simulator. Like, this was actually a game that Queso played a lot, and, I got into it after that. Like, I wouldn't even know this game existed had not been for Queso. So, yeah. Yeah, you can do that. Thank you, I appreciate that, Jimin. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and do that one. So, yeah. But, like, it's the company's fault. like completely is the company's fault. Okay. So we got time for probably a couple more of these. Like, what is going on here? Okay. We're gonna go ahead and end the day. Okay. Let's see what happens with this one. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we have a man here named Brad Cold. Brr, I'm cold! I'm sorry, I have to take it down on some names sometimes. Okay. So, he has a criminal record, good health, mental test. Okay. Assassination. Oh my gosh. Foods that I actually have when I'm sick for 24 hours. I don't know, like, that would be a cool idea, Brady, but, like, I already sound really bad on camera. Like, I'm congested, I'm having to clear my throat constantly, and, like, blow my nose. I'm not sure if that would make for a good video, honestly. I want to be a lot better than this, for, like, my video and stuff like that. Let's see. So I think in this case, let's see. The assassination victim, Alder and Mike Byrne were found. Wait. Wait. We just dealt with them a few cases ago. They're both dead now. Do you guys remember them? We just dealt with Jeremy and Mike a few cases ago. They're dead now. What the hell? No. Oh my god. I recognized those names immediately when I saw them. So, it was determined that the security cameras on the floor where the incident took place were not working at the time of the incident. The person named Brad Cold, who stayed in the same room with the victims, was brought to the police station to take his statement. Yeah, I didn't think it would be a good idea, because, like, I'm constantly having to deal with all this and stuff like that. It's probably going to take several days before this even gets better. Colds just suck for me, because, like, sometimes I've had them for, like, 2 weeks before I'm, like, completely over them. God. Okay. I only spent 2 days with them and didn't have any problems or fights. Like me, they spoke very little. Why would I want to kill them? If I were to do this, I wouldn't be in a cell where there is room, making me a suspect. I have paid and I'm paying the penalty for my crimes. I'm not guilty in this incident. The reason I'm here is theft. I never killed anyone in my life. The night they died, I slept before them. Even though I heard a few voices during the night, I thought they were delirious as usual. Well, he sounds like he's got a good mind on his shoulders. Well, at least for, you know, not wanting to kill people. So, let's see. Is there any evidence? Oh, God. I gotta do this. Oh, my God. This is gonna be a pain in the butt. Excuse me. I need to connect it down there. Okay. Wait a minute. These are hard puzzles. Like, this is difficult. Well, obviously needs to be that. I'm trying to think. I can't do these puzzles. They're just too difficult. Yeah, I'm distracting myself too today. That's why I'm gonna probably do Fortnite later if you're willing to join me for that, Brady. Because, I mean, I got nothing else to do today. Anyway, I'm done with my YouTube work for the most part. So, let's just listen and see what he has to say. Like, I hate those puzzles. Like, I'm not very much big into puzzles and stuff, but I'm sick on top of that too. I can't think well. I reviewed your statement. Although it makes sense, you're the only eyewitness at the scene. How can you explain this? This is one of the prisons where prisoners are killed the most. It's often unknown who did it. Do you think it's possible the guards had a hand in this? You said you heard voices that night. Why didn't you get up and look? The first night I couldn't sleep until the morning because of their delirium. I woke up, looked at them every time they were delirious, but they seemed very calm. My sleep has been disturbed the last 2 nights. I thought it was one of those nights they were talking about as usual, and I didn't feel the need to wake up and look. Yeah, I've been so busy lately too. Or you can help with the puzzle? Okay. So, I think for this one, definitely, like, you have to have this one like this. Because that's the only thing it'll face, but we need to get it down here. If we can. If you put it back up, I can take a screenshot with the answer. I don't think you can give me a screenshot here, that's the thing. For this. Somehow I need to get this to here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, this is challenging. This is challenging with slightest. Yeah, I was like, I don't even really take a chance. I honestly think this guy's innocent because I think he was probably like sleeping at the time those two were killed. I mean, if you think about it, like, yeah, I think he's innocent. Honestly, I don't see this guy as somebody who probably killed them. So I'm gonna say he's not guilty. Honestly. Cause like he said there was other people in the prison and stuff like that. So making savory foods out of sweet ingredients, the burger can buns from pancakes and you know, I have seen like gummy sushi. We have gummy sushi here and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know where you'd be able to post the answer, Brady, because they don't allow photos in the chat, I don't think. So, I don't know. See, your daughter wants a smartphone for you as a birthday gift. The price is $700. You know what? Yeah. Like, I'm always gonna get my kids things that they want. Okay. So, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and do one more case here, and I'm probably gonna have to go for a little bit. Stuff like that, but I'll be back in a little while for some Fortnite for a little bit. Let's see. So, we got all these people here. What's going on? Okay. One moment. Okay. So, Sally John Morgan sued his tenant Daisy Taylor to evict her for not paying her rent on time. Legal action's been taken against Taylor. 3 months late. The host says that the tenant is in a breach of tenancy agreement. The host demands that the tenant vacate the property and pay with the debts owed by the tenant of interest. My favorite food, Sage, my favorite food is Indian food, or I love sushi. I love both of those just as much. But I love all foods, honestly. From various different cultures. I like a lot of different foods. But those are my two particular favorites. Let's see, my tenant's not paying me a single penny for 3 months, even though I warned her many times. She keeps stalling. As if this were not enough, they constantly bring their friends to the house, make noise that disturbs the neighbors. I brought my neighbor who lives downstairs as a witness so that you can believe me in this matter. Whatever Morgan says is true. It is true I've not been able to pay the landlord for a while, but I had to quit my job and can't afford to pay right now. I told him that it was not an arbitrary situation, that I would pay him when I received my unemployment benefit. However, he's trying to get me kicked out of the house somehow. It's a complete lie that we make too much noise with my friends. Since my downstairs neighbor is a tenant of his, he obeys his orders. Ooh. So, just because he brought someone here doesn't necessarily mean that that guy's, true too. That just says acting with his orders. I don't know. Like, I have a feeling that the tenant is gonna be staying. Like, something seems a little bit odd here with this. Well, let's go ahead and tenancy agreement. Okay. So let's go ahead and listen to some statements here. Is it true that Charles Goodman is your tenant? That's true, but I don't understand its relevance. Well, you need to make sure he's a tenant. If he's just someone he's working for, he's not a tenant, then how am I going to believe his word that, say, Daisy's making a lot of noise? Okay? Like, let's be logical here. Mr. Gibbons, it's true that your upstairs neighbor and her friends make so much noise that they disturb you. Sound. Noises. Oh yes, I remember. Normally goes. You see how this guy is talking? This guy sounds like something is wrong with him mentally. Like, what is he even talking about? There's nothing related to the case. Tried to get you evicted. Why do you think that is? He's trying to evict me, raise the rent, but he can't do it because we have a contract. Normally, I would never miss my rent, but this getting fired thing was unfortunate for me. This played into his hands. Yeah, honestly, the more that I think about this case, the more that I think the tenant stays, because Mr. Goodman, yeah, he's not a reliable witness. You just saw the guy on the away left talk. He's like lost in his own thoughts, lost in the conversation. He's not even answering the questions. Like he needs to have a mental evaluation. That's not even a reliable witness. So like I can't believe that he's a tenant. I think he's just simply there to like say, oh hey, you know, whatever he says is true. I just keep saying that. Whatever he says is true. Whatever he says is true. So dude, you need to have a mental evaluation. You're like not answering the questions relevant. I'm not a big fan of horror games, Sage, so I kind of doubt it. I'm mainly into like adventure games, simulator games, etc. So I'm not sure. I'm not like a big fan of horror games. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Fortnite maybe at like about 5 to 5:30 Central Standard Time, which is like in a couple hours. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and say she stays. Like, that guy is not a reliable witness. Like, not at all in the slightest. He is not a reliable damn witness. So, okay. So, I think we're gonna go ahead and pause it right here. This is a good stopping point. I had a lot of fun playing this today. Like, a lot of these cases required me to rack my brain when I'm tired. Yeah, he shouldn't be saying, like, whatever he says, whatever this, whatever that, like, that right there is a key to, like, say he's not being a reliable witness. So, hey, Sky. But yeah, I'm gonna be back on in just a couple hours to play some Fortnite for a little bit, because I don't have too much going on today. I'm kind of bored anyway, whatever like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream of this game. Let me know if you want to see another one or see a gameplay video, and I'll try to do one. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to see notifications, and I will see you guys in just a little while for live stream part 2. So, love y'all so much. Bye, and I hope you have a great rest of your afternoon.